What is a timestamped baby name and how can you avoid choosing one if that's something that matters to you? Basically what a timestamped baby name is, you hear somebody's name and you've got a pretty good idea of how old they probably are or when they were born. So you hear Lisa and you're like, oh, she was born in the 60s. Everly is a 10-year-old girl. Jessica, probably in the late 80s, early 90s. That one did, I guess, have more longevity, but it's still fairly timestamped. To avoid it, you're going to look at how quickly a name rose, and then if it's plateauing, you've got to hope that that plateau continues, because if it plateaus for a short amount of time, a lot of times it's going to fall as quickly as it rose, and that's how you get that timestamped name. It's a lot more common with girl names just because that's the way the girl name trends are. It's a lot more volatile. Boy names stay a lot steadier than the girl names do. But like an example of like a boy name like timestamped trend would be like the Aiden, Jaden, Caden names. They really weren't around very often when I was growing up. There were a few Aidens that I knew of, but then there were so many 10, 15 years younger than me. And whether a name is timestamped or not, like literally does not matter at all. Two scenarios where I think it does matter, and that's when the parent had a very timestamped name themselves and did not like that experience and doesn't want to repeat the trend. There are just as many people who had timestamped names who kind of liked it as there are who are like, no, absolutely not. So it's just like depending on their own personal experience. The second time is like as a tiebreaker. A lot of times if somebody's between two names, they're like, okay, well, let's just go with one that feels more timeless, and then they can look at those charts and decide from there. But it's really like, just because a name's gonna feel timestamped doesn't mean you need to avoid it or not use it. I think it's like the same mindset. So I started on TikTok. It's like a wedding TikToker documenting my wedding planning journey. And there were some people on like Wedding Talk who cared so much about having a timeless wedding, which to me, like that didn't matter at all. Like that was like 0% consideration. But for some people, like it really does matter. So it just depends like what side of the coin you fall on. That's what I'm trying to say.